Well, long-term subscribers may remember that I remade this jumper in much better form. Like, I sewed it together properly. It now fits the intended recipient. It doesn't look stupid. But the question is, what do I do with this? And I'm not going to frog it. I'm not going to take it apart and reuse the yarn because I hate this. I hate this yarn so much. This is the Drop Superfine Merino. And I just hate it. I hate how it feels. I hate how it looks. I don't like using it. It's very splitty. Just generally disappointing all round. I just don't like it. And I think if you're going to use wool, it should look like wool. This looks like acrylic. So, this is wool, mostly, a superwash. This is Drop Soft Tweed, this nubbiny stuff, which is a mixture of wool and also viscose and a couple of other things. Oh, it's really flickering. So I am going to take this entire atrocious contraption and I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. Well, this is my compost heap, one of them. So I've got two of these. I just put everything in. Once your compost heap's established, you can pretty much put whatever you want in. As you can see, I've got these lovely red worms. So these just eat all the rubbish. So this isn't intentionally a wormery. These guys just come along by themselves. And you can see there's all sorts of lovely stuff in there. And one thing you probably know about wool, like all sort of plant and animal fibres, is it breaks down in nature. So this horrible jumper is going in my compost heap. What's also fun is, because this is a bit of a nerdy thing, but because this is on soil, this, if you wouldn't believe it, I haven't emptied this for nearly a year because it just breaks down so fast and the soil just absorbs all the nutrients. So this consumes all of my cooked food waste, my raw food waste, my cardboard, paper towels, anything that can break down. I chuck it in here, and as you can see, it's barely a third full. This has had grass clippings in, it had tons of cardboard, tons of food waste, as I say, meat, bones, dairy, everything you're not supposed to put in your compost heap. Don't listen to people, you can just chuck it in your compost heap. As long as you keep the foxes away, it's fine. And it just keeps a level. It's very hard to fill this up. It's if you're worried, if you want to start a compost heap to break down your horrible wool jumper, and you think, oh no, I'll be overrun with compost. You will not. You will not be overrun with compost. This is what it looks like. And you can also see that I am leaning right into it, and that's me sniffing to prove that it doesn't stink. It's not full of flies. When I opened it, loads of flies didn't fly out. This is not disgusting. Oh, hi guys. So, yeah, if you made a jumper and you hate it and you don't want to frog it, well, let's check in a few weeks' time and see what has happened to this awful, awful jumper. And before you at me and go, oh no, you put that. This is my anti-fox protection system, by the way, so they can't dig underneath the hatch. And you say, oh no, Victoria, what have you done? You put microplastics into the environment. Well, you know what? Microplastics are in the environment. I know that there's some plastic in superwash. But you know what? Look, there's microplastics everywhere. The fox brings in all sorts of rubbish. What else is going to happen if I put it in landfill? Same thing. But if I put it in landfill, the goodness in it isn't going to go back into the soil. So my council had a buy one get one free. So if you want one of these, especially if your council's starting to bring in food waste caddies or anything like that, they often also give you special offers if you check on the website. So if you can't be bothered, if you already have food waste caddies or anything like that, it's a simple matter to buy a couple of these little Dalek things and just chuck your food waste in here. Instead, if you've got a garden and think you could do with a compost more than the council can. Okay, have a good day.